Hi, are you looking to create amazing prompts for your AI art? Today, I have got the best way I have seen yet on creating very detailed, very amazing AI art prompts. It involves our friend ChatGPT. I'm going to introduce you to how we're going to do this. Now, we're going to start off with ChatGPT. And what we have to do is we have to teach ChatGPT how to create AI art prompts. So I've got, by the way, everything that I put in the screen today is going to be down in the first pinned comment for you guys to use to your complete enjoyment. I don't want to hide anything on this channel. I'm not one of those kinds of people. So let's get into this. Now we go into ChatGPT. We paste in this text. Now, let me explain this text in detail to you so you understand what it is I'm doing. All right, so the first part of this command is telling it what we're doing. So I have an AI that outputs an image when I enter a prompt. Okay, so right now we're telling it we're creating prompts for an AI art generator. All right, so the next thing you need to do is you need to tell it that it is you need to give it a role. ChatGPT actually will give you better results if you tell it what position it's coming from. So if you want a sales letter, you have to say that they're a sales manager in X type of company, and that will help it generate better results for you. In this case, we're saying you are a master at making very realistic looking AI art that is described in the exact style of the artist you wish to emulate. Now that last part about the artist they wish to emulate is going to come in just a few seconds here, but that is very important. Then what we're going to do is we're going to tell it how we create our AI prompts. All right, so what I've got here is an example of a prompt that displays a beautiful image of a girl standing in a breeze and then I've got prompts here that I would use to create this image of a beautiful girl standing in a breeze. Now I've got, beautiful girl standing, light breeze blowing, extremely detailed, long blonde hair, stylish clothing, blue sky background, etc. Basically, these are the prompts that I would use to create this image. Now, once we've given an example, so far we've told it what we're doing, what role it's going to have, how we do it as an example, and now we're going to give it some basic rules on how to organize the prompts and what should be included within them. All right, so we're going to say the first thing that they need to do is describe a medium. So watercolors, oil painting, sketches, digital art, etc. You can put in whatever ones you want here, and it will grab one at random. Now, a main thing to know is that you can override this later on if you want to put in a different style, and it will adapt to that. I'll show you that in just a few moments. Now, the next thing we want to do is say words that describe the person's appearance, characteristics, decorations, and belongings. Also, a color palette that they may want to use. So, for example, if they wants to use warm colors or cool colors, or you want to limit it to just like red and blue, you can do that type of thing. We can all do some overrides here in a minute to show you how all that works. Then we're going to describe the person's age, hair color, hairstyle, hair length, eye color, eye shape, facial expression, and clothing. So what does that person look like? What is the next thing that needs to really concentrate on? The next thing is what's in the background. Words to describe the background in detail. And then words to describe the person's pose from head to toe should also be added. And then finally, the artist's names that it wants to use as a style reference. So if it picks watercolors, for example, it will go, all right, who's a good watercolor artist? And it will put in 1 or 2 names, maybe more, of artists that it wants to emulate for this particular image. And again, you can edit all these to your heart's content, but it gives you a great platform to start with. So, and then down here, finally, I want to make sure that it adds the words masterpiece and extremely detailed to the prompt list. This has to be in there every time because that's just me. I like to have those in there. You can change these to your heart's content. And then finally, one of the things I noticed it was doing was that when I said use artist names that can be used as style references, it would put in this command style reference : and I didn't want that. So I said, instead of style reference, use the word by. Okay. So now that we got that, let's press enter. And remember, it's going to give us back an example of what the college student image that we used up here. So we asked, with that in mind, please give me a prompt that describes a scene of a female college student, right? So let's press enter and see what we get. And immediately, ChatGPT comes back and starts giving you very detailed prompts that you can use right away. Okay, so it decided that we're going to be using digital art, female college student, mid-20s, shoulder-length brown hair, styled in messy waves, brown eyes, confident expression, wearing a casual outfit of a white t-shirt, blue jeans, brown boots, carrying a backpack and a laptop, sitting at a wooden desk in a cozy dorm room, books and papers scattered around, natural light streaming through the window, displaying a beautiful view of campus. The background includes vintage poster and picture frame. It's got her pose of her hand resting on her chin, her elbow on the desk, looking at deep thought. It picked Van Gogh as a artist reference, and it added the masterpiece and extremely detailed prompts here as I asked it to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it directly into Midjourney. And let's see what we get. All right, so Midjourney has returned some images here. Let's take a quick look at them. And as we had asked for, it was digital art format, done in the style of Van Gogh. I'm not entirely sure that I see much in the way of Van Gogh references in here, but Midjourney, they like to do some things on their own every now and then. But otherwise, it's pretty much identical to what we asked for. The pose is a little bit different on some of these, but the general feel of the room with the books and the light streaming through the window really works well for this. So I think that it did a really good job. And as you can see, that just took us a few moments to do. And we're always free to go in there and change these any way we like. Now, I'm going to introduce you guys. I don't know if you've seen PlaygroundAI.com yet or not, but PlaygroundAI.com, basically what this is it's a stable diffusion model AI art generator. The interactions with this are a bit more complex than you would get with Midjourney, and sometimes the results aren't as good. Although you can see here, it does a pretty darn good job if you know how to use the system. So, like for example, if I went over here, this is where you would generate the art. And let me just tell you right now, the free version of Playground AI will allow you to do 1,000 images free of charge every day. Can't beat that. All right. Now, I pay for the pro version of this, but the differences are fairly minor. You have a bit more control as to the size of the image that you want to do, but that's pretty much it. And I do I can do 2,000 images a day, which is ridiculous. I don't come anywhere close to it, but I like to give money to people who deserve it. And if I can help support these guys, I'm all for it. So we're going to pop in the command that we had before, and we're going to click on generate. And let's see what Playground AI comes up with using the exact same prompts that we used over there. Now, it took it from digital art and it put it over here in more of a photograph style. And I found that Playground AI is actually much better at doing photographs than Midjourney. But as you can see, the results can be a little weird. And the thing about Stable Diffusion, if you're unaware, is that it requires not only you to tell it what to do, but also you to tell it what not to do, and in the form of negative prompts, or what it calls here, remove from image. Now, if you don't know what to do as far as negative prompts, that's not a problem. What I typically do is I'll go to their community page, just like Midjourney has their community page, and I'll pick an image here that I like for example, this one here, and I will copy their negative prompts. They've already gone through all the effort of finding the negative prompts. So I will copy it from there and I'll paste it over here. And I'll even fix their little typo. And then let's click on generate. Now you also have the opportunity of doing 1, 2, 3, or 4 images, but you get 1,000 images for free a day. And it's pretty darn good. So as you can see, the images that are returned here, now we put in our negative prompts, are actually pretty good. There's a few bits of weirdness going on, but you can just like Midjourney, hit the reroll button and you try and get something a little bit better. But it's got the messy brown wavy hair. It's got the laptop. It's got the girl with the torn jeans. It's not putting her in a dorm room, but it is still a pretty good image. So now let's bounce back over to ChatGPT. And what now that we've already trained it, we're going to give it something to do. The college student thing was just a test. I'm going to ask it to do what we just did again, but this time we're going to tell it that it's going to be a photo of an Asian princess in ceremonial garb. All right, so as you can see, I'm using photo here. So I'm telling it to override the command for the type we were using here. So if words describe the medium, such as watercolors, oil paint, sketch, I'm telling it I don't want it to pick one at random. I want it to make it a photo. So let's press enter on this and see what we get. As you can see, ChatGPT just gave us a great list of prompts. Photography, which as you can see, it overrode my commands earlier and put in photography. So that's great. Asian princess in her late teens or early 20s, long black hair styled with intricate braids adorned with gold and jeweled hairpins, almond-shaped brown eyes, serene expression, wearing traditional ceremonial garb of a silk robe with gold embroidery, long flowing silk shirt, etc. And again, it puts our artist's name down here at the bottom and adds the masterpiece and the extremely detailed that I like to have added to pretty much everything I do. So let's copy this and we'll go over to Midjourney. We'll paste that in there. And while that's doing its thing, we'll go over here and we'll do the same thing in Playground AI and see what it returns for us. Click on the generate button. All right, so as you can see, Midjourney returns some images here. And I gotta admit, they're pretty darn good. I mean, they're giving us exactly what we asked for. The ceremonial Asian garb, it has her hairstyle, the headdress that we were looking for, put her in the mansion style marble staircase that we asked for. Very nice. Midjourney did a very good job, even on the hands. I'm surprised her hands are a little wonky and so are hers. Turned out very good. So let's see what Playground AI returned with the exact same prompts. Again, it didn't put her in the surroundings that we wanted her in. And this is one of the downsides of of Playground AI, at least from my perspective. It will give you the character that you're asking for, but not so much on the background. So if you're looking for something in a specific setting, it can be a little hit and miss on that. But with that said, the quality of the image returned to you is just stunning, in my opinion. I mean, just bump this up. It's just extremely good, in my opinion. So I tend to bounce back and forth between Midjourney and Playground AI based off of the type of image that I'm trying to create. If I'm trying to create something very intricate and detailed with background and lighting and such like that, then Midjourney wins. But if I'm trying to get just a great image in a very short period of time, then I find that I can do that easier in Playground AI. In any case, I just wanted to show that to you because, as I said, I ran across this and I thought this can help so many people so easily that I wanted to put it out there for you. And as always, everything that I've done today will be down in the description along with links to Playground AI. And pretty soon I will be doing a more detailed video on Playground AI so you guys can get more familiar with how to create images within the Stable Diffusion type model. In any case, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please do leave them down in the comments. And if you like this video, remember, subscribe, like, comment, all that fun jazz. And as always, I wish you all a fantastic day. Have a great one, everyone. Bye-bye.